Moira, this is your brother. I'm going to remind you of the fundamentals, Moira. You are a psychopath. I'm a lawyer, and you're not. And I'm a lawyer with some modest trial experience, and you're not. And I'm a lawyer with 5 years' experience as a prosecutor, and you're not. Now, this recording, which I'd like you to listen to, is just between you and me. It's not really for court or talking about any articulating how evidence might prove what you've done, how it actually proves exactly what you've done. I'd just like you to consider the following things in your own analysis for what you should do in the future. In the last 5 years, 3 people who either were then working for Newton City government or had worked for Newton City government in the past died. 3 of those people, the 3 people who fall into that category, have died in the last 5 years. They were men, they were healthy, they were in their 50s. They all died during the first 10 days of November. Their names are Seti Warren, Captain William Spaulding of the Newton Police, and a man named Jay Kitchione, who was a Newton City councilor and a retired 17-year veteran of the Sherburne Police Department in Massachusetts. And for these 3 men who died between the ages of 50 and 55, all in the first 10 days of November, in 3 separate years, all within the same 5-year span. For all these men, there was no cause of death listed in their obituary. Now, I'm not an actuary, and I'm not a statistician, but to me, that seems weird. If you're a government official, or you used to work for the city government, the city of Newton, or if you're a police officer, the first 10 days of November must be a very dangerous time. Now, in this context, you, the Greek mob, i.e. the Tembel Poulos family, and mom, and with assistance from the Italian mafia, specifically Steve Solari, who just has to be a La Cosa Nostra associate, you people felt that you could just steal $20 million in inheritance, that you, mom, and the Greek mob, with some assistance from the Italian mob, could just get rid of dad, have him disappear into the hospital system and die, not tell me his cause of death, never show me his death certificate, not show me a copy of his new will, and $20 million would thereby disappear into the probate system in a will that doesn't mention a single bank account or dollar amount, or it doesn't even have a specific request of any specific piece of property to any specific person, you, mom, or I. You and the Greek mob and the Italian mafia thought that you could do that in the context of these 3 government officials, or 1 former government official, dying in Newton, all in the first 10 days of November, where, someone interested in true crime would say, wow, maybe there's a serial killer in Newton murdering male government officials with poison or something, and nobody knows what's going on. And we've got a Monster of Florence thing going on here, except instead of young couples, it's Newton government officials, or former Newton government officials, city of Newton government officials, dying in the first 10 days of November. What is it about the first 10 days of November? Wow. Now, I'll go back and recheck the dates of death, but I'm certain they all died in the first 10 days of November. So Moira, and they all died within 5 years of each other. Oh, and by the way, they're not the only men in Newton who died during those 5 years between the ages of 50 and 55. There was another man named Michael F. O'Brien. Health appeared to be healthy, no cause of death listed in his obituary, and he died I believe in 2024. That's right. Dropped dead. Sudden death. No cause of death listed in the obituary. So that's 4 men in 5 years between the ages of 50 and 55, all of whom either worked for the city of Newton at some point in their lives or lived in the city of Newton. Only one of them did not live in the city of Newton. That was Captain William Spaulding of the Newton Police. And 2 of them were police officers at some point in their life. Statistically speaking, this looks like a crime wave that the state police and the local police and the district attorney's office aren't doing anything about. And it looks as if organized crime is murdering whoever they want and stealing whatever they want in the city of Newton, to me. But who am I? I'm just some guy who was in the DA's office for 4 years in Middlesex and did a year in a prosecutor's office in New Jersey in the 90s. What do I know? I'm just a lawyer who passed the bar in 3 states and has a background in life sciences, including 1 graduate course in neuroanatomy and psychology at Harvard Extension. I got an A from Professor Milberg. Yeah, what do I know? I'm not that smart. I'm just a crazy person. Moira, crazy people don't talk about facts and inferences from facts. Crazy people talk about moonbeams from Mars and little green men from Mars coming to get you. These are facts. Eddie Warren is dead. Jay Ciccione is dead. Captain William Spaulding is dead. Their dates of death are a fact. Their ages at the time of death are a fact. The fact that there are no causes of death listed in their obituaries is a fact, or an absent fact. The fact that Dad had $15 to $20 million is a fact. The fact that Dad's will doesn't list a single dollar amount is a fact. The fact that I am destitute is a fact. The fact that you and Mom have refused to talk to me at all, at any length, honestly, since Dad died about 2 years ago, is a fact. The fact that you wrongfully called the Dartmouth police on me in the summer of 2024, instead of showing me a copy of Dad's will or talking to me about Dad's new will, is a fact. The fact that I had to go to the Middlesex Probate and Family Court to get a copy of Dad's will is a fact. The fact that my cats are dead and that someone else killed them is a fact that the Newton police ignored. The fact that I have been threatened with psych holds twice, but not taken away by the Newton police twice in 2025, that is a fact. You know what these facts add up to, Moira? Organized crime has taken over the city of Newton, and they are stealing whatever they want and murdering whoever they want. And the district attorney's office and the state police aren't doing anything about it. And the bodies are going to keep piling up until somebody in law enforcement does something about it. Have a nice day, Moira. So that's what oh, by the way, Moira, you should consider that in what you're thinking about doing with your future. Because Moira, I don't know if I'm going to get murdered first. See, there's 2 events I'm concerned with. When is the Greek mob just going to murder me? And when is somebody in law enforcement going to do something about this? And I don't know which event is going to occur first. Maybe the Greek mob will murder me, and then years later, law enforcement will finally do something about this. Or maybe I will survive long enough hiding out in the house and doing almost nothing all day until the Greek mob murders too many other people and someone in law enforcement finally decides to do something about this. You need to consider that for your future, Moira. Because either way, I think you're going to prison for the rest of your life. Either way. If I get murdered first before you end up in prison, your prison conditions will be worse. If I survive until someone in law enforcement finally decides to do something about the Greek mob and the Italian mob in Newton, then your prison sentence will be lighter. Got it, Moira? You need to consider these things. These things are things for you to consider, even if I just sit here and do nothing but live on rice and beans for the next 3 or 5 years. Got it? You need to consider these facts, Moira. You are a delusional psychopath, Moira. So you're a crazy person who projected all your craziness onto me. It's called psychological projection or Freudian projection. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of reality, Moira, to get through your delusions and let you know what I've recited in this video, the audio portion of this video. These are facts that you, Moira G. Dorsey, have to deal with. And mom has to deal with them too. Okay? Good luck, Moira. Please take care of Liam. In spite of the fact that you are evil and a psychopath, Liam is a great kid. Because, I helped raise him. Larry Hernandez did an awesome job being a father to Liam Hernandez. And obviously Dad did an awesome job as a grandfather. 3 men did a lot to make sure that Liam Hernandez was a good kid. The primary actor was Larry Hernandez, and he got an assist from Dad and me. So Liam Hernandez is a good kid. And it is in your best interest, Moira, to take care of that young man now, because he's 18 now. He turned 18 this past February. So it's in your best interest to take care of that young man, Moira. Okay? Good luck, Moira. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.